There is really no point in looking for that extra hack or looking for that extra supplement to help you with something. There are certain things that our body does not produce on its own. Your version of a perfect routine is going to be Hi, my name is Megs, and I hate getting sick. Therefore, I've created my own little arsenal of tools that I like to use during the winter months to hopefully help me avoid getting sick. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As I mentioned in the last sentence, my name is Megs, and on my channel, I like to talk a lot about mindset, healthy living, self-care. I'm also a cancer survivor, so I do bring things that I've learned throughout my last few years of my journey and like to share the newfound love and passion with you. So a little bit of a backstory on my health is I do consider myself as somebody who does have a weaker immune system. Ever since I could remember when I was really young, I would always get sick. I had pneumonia a lot, I had strep throat lots, I've done antibiotics a lot, and it was just really annoying. I had to bundle up every time it got a little bit cold outside because I would get sick like this. And of course, like I said, that's extremely annoying. So as I got older, I did work on finding my own little arsenal of tools that have actually helped me be able to maintain a stronger immune system over the years. 3 years ago, I also underwent chemotherapy treatment, which also does wreak havoc on your immune system and does do damage in a negative way. And so that made it even more important for me to have some tools in place, have different types of supplements and things that I do during the winter months to be able to help me stay healthy. Because as I said in my last video, I hate getting sick. It really just like gets in the way of my life. Getting sick is very annoying, and honestly, it just like interrupts life. We all want to avoid it. So if there's something that I can do to help my body stay healthy, you bet your butt I'm gonna do it. Today, I'm gonna share with you the things that I've been doing to be able to help my body stay healthy during the winter months. And as I said, these are things that have personally worked for me, and I am more than happy to share them with you. But as always, a little disclaimer to make sure that you do your own research and or speak with a medical professional to see whether these things are okay for you to use and whether they will also work for you. First, and probably the most important component of helping your body stay strong and supporting it during the colder months is to have your fundamentals down. This is the fundamentals of good nutrition, sleep, movement, a balance of stress management, because if you don't have the fundamentals down, there is really no point in looking for that extra hack or looking for that extra supplement to help you with something when you don't have the basics down. It's not about having the perfect routine, because a lot of the times we put pressure on ourselves to have this perfect balanced routine. Honestly, the perfect routine for you is to find a balance that works for you. And the emphasis really is on what works for you, because what works for somebody else is not going to work for you. Your version of a perfect routine is going to be the balanced routine that fits into your lifestyle and that works for you. Now let's talk supplements. So remember that supplements are meant to complement a healthy lifestyle and not replace anything in your diet. So there are so many that are available out there on the market today, especially ones that cater to keeping the immune system strong during cold winter months. My favorite that I discovered last winter is oregano oil, or oil of oregano, however you want to call it. And this is great for fighting bacteria. So I take this as soon as I feel something coming on, you know, when you get that like little tickle in your throat, you feel a little headache and just that muscle soreness where you just like, you know, something might be coming. So I take that as soon as I feel any feelings like that, or when I am sick, then I do take this as well. But I do need to warn you, if you've never taken oregano oil before, you have to 100% dilute this when you're taking it, because it burns. If you take it straight, you are going to burn your entire esophagus and you're going to have the absolute worst experience ever. So you have to make sure you dilute it with some other liquid. What I like to do, and I find that this is just the easiest way to get it over with, is I take about 2 sips worth of orange juice and I put my oregano oil in it and I just pound it back like a shot. I've also heard some other people like to add it into their teas or into other drinks that they're drinking, but for me, just taking it like a shot is honestly the easiest way to just get it over with and just to get it into your system. It still does not taste great, but it gets the job done. The next supplement is also a form of oregano oil, but it's actually diluted with some other herbs. So this is called Cold Flex, and it's by the brand Inotech. This spray is a combination of oregano oil, thyme, and a few other different herbs, and it's meant to essentially give you the same benefits as taking the oregano oil in oil form, but more of an on-the-go way. And this, you can take it like this. You don't need to dilute it. So it's a spray. So what I do is I spray this in my throat whenever, again, I feel a tickle or I feel like something's coming on. And I like to keep this actually in my work bag because it is so compact and so small. It's so easy to take on the go with you. So I always have this with me. As soon as I feel something, I just spray it in my mouth. Surprisingly, when you do have a little tickle in your throat, this actually usually really helps with that feeling and helps it go away. Next is a supplement, or I guess a form of supplements that was introduced to me by my naturopath, and that is mushrooms. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about different forms of medicinal mushrooms and how they can help your body. There's so many that improve brain function, help support different organs in the body. They help with the immune system, with anti-inflammatory properties. And this one is one that I discovered a few years ago. It's called Immune 7. It's by the brand Purica, and it's for powerful immune support. So this combines a lot of different mushrooms all into one capsule. So here we have sun mushroom, cordyceps, red reishi, maitake, shiitake, turkey tail, and a few other things. So I like to take this one just to get all the different mushrooms in one capsule, and it's just small doses of every mushroom. However, you can look into different ones and see whether they specialize in something that you would like more support with. So I know that mushrooms do come in the form of, I'm assuming, tinctures, in the form of capsules, and also in the form of powders, because I have had them as smoothie powders before. That being said, a few years ago I did make a video of other supplements that I was using at the time for my immune support, and a lot of them you're going to see repeated in today's video. But if you would like to know a little bit more, I'm going to leave the video right here and you can take a look at those. But these are really, really good, again, just for your overall health, but especially during the winter months. And the final supplement that is a must for me during the cold winter months is vitamin C. That is really when your body does need a lot of vitamin C. So remember that there are certain things that our body does not produce on its own. Vitamin C is one of those things, yet vitamin C is actually a really key nutrient in just our overall health, but especially in keeping us healthier when there are bacteria and germs and cold weather that we do have to fight off on our own. So whether you want to take it in the form of a supplement every single morning or have vitamin C rich foods added into your diet, especially with the focus on those during cold winter months, making sure that you are getting enough vitamin C and supporting your body in that way is very important. The next necessity for keeping myself healthy and feeling great during the cold winter months is adding essential oils to my shower. If you follow me, you have 100% heard of me talking about this before, but this is literally my favorite thing to do, and honestly, it's like what keeps me going during the cold winter months. This is the easiest way to make your shower into a spa vibe, but it's also really great for helping to open up your sinuses and help you breathe better, especially when you're feeling a little stuffed up. So I love to use eucalyptus essential oil because I find, again, for me that helps open up my sinuses and it helps me breathe better. So if you are struggling with the cold months like I do, struggling with all the cold and the freezing and the snow, definitely try this out. I'm serious, like I cannot speak about this enough, and if I sound annoying, I don't care, but give this a try. So how I like to use this is I'll add either a few drops on the shower floor when I do turn the hot water on, so that way the steam picks it up and it just fills the room up with that essential oil. Or if I'm taking a bath, I do like to add a few drops into my bath. But again, if you've never tried this, try it. And if you're only gonna try it once in your life, if you have a stuffy nose, trust me on that. Trust me on that. Next is during the winter months, I use food to my advantage. Food is medicine, and that is 100% true. And apart from having a balanced diet and trying my best to keep it balanced throughout the winter months, I do like to have some extra foods in there that really do help to support my body in a good way. First is, as I mentioned earlier, vitamin C rich foods. So that's lots of fruits, veggies that just have those vitamin C's in them and help to support a healthy body and a healthy immune system. Other foods that I really love to have are onions for their anti-inflammatory properties, honey for its antibacterial properties, and different spices such as cinnamon and turmeric. Not only do they add lots of rich flavors to your food, but they also do help to support your body in many ways. So just look into different foods that you are eating, even like little things that you can throw into your meals, such as like I like to just like throw onions into like honestly most meals that I make, or just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on your coffee, or a little bit of cinnamon on your drinks, a little bit of cinnamon on your morning oats, stuff like that. It's small, but it actually does make a difference. And my last tip is one that you have heard so many times before, but I really hope that you all recognize the importance of this, and it is hydration. Our bodies need to be hydrated year round, not only in the summertime when it's really hot, but also in the wintertime. Our body is made up mostly of water, and so it needs to have enough water to be healthy and to be able to function at its best, aka to be able to fight off germs and bacteria. So keeping your body hydrated during the winter months is extremely important. And if you're somebody who just doesn't like to drink cold water during the cold months, or who gets a sore throat really easily when you drink colder liquids, then use hot water. And if you want to add something more to it, you can add lemon or you can add honey into it to give it some flavor. But even just hot kettle water, pretty much like tea but without the tea part, is really good for you to help you stay hydrated. And on the topic of staying hydrated, I love my teas. So this is a tea that I've been using for years, and it just is so good. I just love the taste of it, but it also does help with immune function and keeping your body a little bit more protected during the cold months. It's called Throat Coat, and it's by the brand Traditional Medicinals. So it helps to relieve the symptoms of upper respiratory tract infections. So essentially it's meant for like when you have a sore throat or you're not feeling great. But I just like to drink this in general during the winter because I love it. It has lemon echinacea in it, and it's caffeine free, which is great, so you can drink it at all times of the day. And I actually really love the taste of it, so it's like I almost drink it because I love the taste of it, but it just has a lot of added benefits for my throat and just like my overall well-being. Alrighty, and that is that. Those are all tools that I love to have in my arsenal. Of course, there's other things that I do to try to keep my body healthy, but the gist of it, the more important ones, are all the things that I mentioned in today's video. Again, I did list different things in my video from, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago that I did. It's just stuff that I was using at the time, and a lot of it is either things that I've using in different forms or have transitioned into something else. So those are still all really good, relevant things if you want to go give that video a watch. I'm also going to link it down in the description box below. But I would love to hear what things you do to help your body stay stronger during the cold months. And if you do have any questions or any concerns, I would love to hear them either down in the comments or in my DMs on Instagram. So don't forget to give me a follow there. But for now, that is all. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Know yourself, know your body, and until next time.